Welcome back to the ethical hacking series, and in today's video we'll be covering how to set up our lab. And I have some programs and operating systems that I would like us to have or to download on our machine. So the first one is Oracle VirtualBox, which is a program that will allow us to virtualize different operating systems so that we can be able to practice our ethical hacking skills. And for the operating system, I'm going to go with Kali Linux, which is an open source Debian-based Linux distribution, which has been created for penetration testing, security research, computer forensic, and reverse engineering. And with this operating system, it comes with built-in tools that are pre-installed inside the operating system that will enable us to perform different types of tests and attacks. For me, I would recommend it, especially if you're a beginner, if you don't know how to install tools and all that. And it's a very nice operating system, so we'll be using that for this series. And I would recommend you also to have a Windows 10 machine. So you're going to download the Windows 10 ISO. We're also going to download a Windows Server ISO because we'll be doing Windows Pentest, and we are going to build also an Active Directory. And for our target machines that we'll be using to practice, since we have to practice all this in a contained environment, I'm going to use VulnHub in this case. So in VulnHub, I would recommend you to download this particular machine called Basic Pentest 1. Okay, so to get started, I will go to the VirtualBox website, and then I'm going to download the VirtualBox. So I'm going to click download. And as you can see down here, it supports a lot of platforms. We have Windows, Mac, Linux, and I'm going to select the Windows host. And then I'm going to download that particular setup. Then don't forget to download the VirtualBox Extension Pack, which is a program that you're going to need, especially if you're working with the Oracle VirtualBox. So I'm going to click accept and download. And then after that, we'll move to the Kali Linux operating system. And I'm inside the Kali Linux website. I'll provide all the links to the particular tools and operating systems that we are going to use. And as you can see, Kali Linux supports a lot of platforms. It depends with what you want to work with. But for our case, we are going to need the virtual machines. So I'm going to select virtual machines. And with that, you can see we have VMware, Oracle VirtualBox, Hyper-V, and this other type of virtualization program. So for our case, we are going to need the Oracle VirtualBox. So I'm going to select download. We also have the Torrent version, which I would highly recommend. In case you have, your network is not that stable, you can use the Torrent version. But for me, I'm going to select the direct download. Yeah, so we'll wait for them to download, and I'll come back when they are done. So all my files are done downloading. As you can see, I have the Basic Pentest OVA from VulnHub. Then I have my Kali Linux operating system. As you can see, it comes in a 7-zip file. Then we have the Oracle Extension Pack. Then I also went on and downloaded the VBox Guest Edition ISO, which you are going to need to fix screens of different operating systems, because later on we'll be installing an Ubuntu system. And in order to make sure that we fix things like screens and to enable the copy and paste features, you're going to need the VBox guest additions. And I have my VirtualBox here, and then you can see I have my Windows Server. I opted to use the Windows Server 2019. And then as you can see, I have my Windows 10 ISO here. These are just the files that I need right now for us to build our lab. So in this first video, I will only install Kali Linux. I will set up Basic Pentest, and I'll also set up the Windows 10 machine. The Windows Server, I'm going to set it later because there is a video that you are going to need to create an Active Directory. So I will install the server in that video, but for now I'll only install the Windows 10 and the Kali Linux operating system, and also the Basic Pentest. The tool that you're going to need to extract that Kali Linux archive is called 7-zip. As you can see, this is the website where you can get the program. Okay, back to my lab where I have all my files set up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to select the Kali Linux archive file. Then I'm going to right click. Then I'm going to select show more options in Windows, and then we have the 7-zip here. And then I'm going to say extract here so that it can extract the file here. Okay, as we wait for it to extract, I'm going to install the Oracle VirtualBox. So I'm going to double click on the setup. So my Kali Linux is extracting on the background. As we wait for it to finish, I'm going to install the Oracle VirtualBox. So after opening the installer, we get this pop-up. So I'm going to say next. I'm going to accept the terms and license agreements. Then I'm going to just say next, then next, yes, next, then install. Okay, as you can see, it's done installing, and you can see it's asking me to start Oracle VirtualBox. But before I do that, as you can see, we already have our Kali Linux here extracted. So I'll show you how to get it inside your VirtualBox, because it has a different method of adding it to VirtualBox compared to, let's say, the way we are going to set up Windows 10 and also the basic Pentest. So I'm going to say finish so that it starts the Oracle VirtualBox. And with that, we are presented by this screen here of the Oracle VirtualBox. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say open. I'm going to say open so that I can select the location of where we extracted our Kali Linux machine so that we can be able to have it on our Oracle VirtualBox. So select open. Then you can see we have the Kali Linux folder. Then I'm going to select this blue file or this particular file here, and you can see it has loaded our Kali Linux operating system. So what I want to do, I want to make some few changes. For example, the name, I prefer calling it Kali, and then for the RAM, I can leave it for default for now. Can leave it for default. Then when it comes to network, I can use the bridged adapter, or if you want, you can use the NAT. But what I want to show you, I want us to build a network lab that we can be using. So for now, I'll just select NAT. Then I'm going to say okay. Then in these icons here, I'm going to go to the icon where it's written network. I think it's this one here. You can see there is that network pop-up. So I'm going to select network, and then I'll go to NAT networks because I want us to create our own network. As you can see, I already have an existing network. I'll just remove it so that I can create a new network from scratch. So I'm going to select create, and then down here, I can change the name. I can call it, I'm going to call it Pentest Lab. Then you can choose the IP address that you want your machines to have. So for me, I prefer working with Class C IP addresses in case you don't know what Class C or the IP addresses classes are. Make sure to check it out. So Class C, it starts with 192.168. I think I can go with let me go with .5.0 then /24 so that I can have the 255.255.255.0 subnet mask. Then make sure to enable DHCP so that the machines can get IP addresses automatically. Then after that, you can choose whether to enable IPv6 or to leave it blank. So for me, I'm just going to leave it blank because all we need is the IPv4. Then I'm going to click apply. Then I'll go back to my machines up here. Then I'll go to my Kali Linux and then the network tab. Then I'm going to change the network to NAT networks. And then you can see we have Pentest Lab. In case you have other network labs created, make sure to select the Pentest Lab. Then after that, I'm going to say, okay. So with that, we are done installing our first machine. So the next machine that I want to install is this Basic Pentest, which will be our target machine that we are going to use to practice different types of penetration testing tools and attacks. For this one, it's an OVA file. So for OVA files, you usually import them to your Oracle VirtualBox. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to double click on that OVA file. And it's going to ask me which program I can use. You can see I already have VMware, but I'm going to select, I want the VirtualBox Manager. So I'm just going to say just once. And you can see I get this pop-up. What you do, you just click finish. On my right, you can see it has started the importing process. So we'll wait for it to import. So after it's done importing, you're going to see this machine here. It's called the CSEC. So what you're going to do, I'm going to make just some few configurations. First of all, I'm going to reduce the size of the RAM because I need to maximize the amount of RAM that I have. For me, I have a 16 GB RAM machine. So I can go with the 4 GB, but in case you're limited on RAM, let's say you're below 8 GB of RAM, which I would recommend for you to have 8 GB and above. But in case you are limited with the RAM storage, you can minimize the RAM requirements for these particular machines, but just know it's going to be a bit slower. So for me, for this VT sec, I can just give it 2 GB RAM. Yeah, can give it 2 GB RAM. Then the other thing that I'm going to change the network. As you can see, it has selected host only adapter. So I'm going to select the NAT network so that it's inside the same network as our Kali Linux attack machine. So I don't think there is any other thing that I need to change. So for the RAM, make sure you work with what you have. Lowering the RAM storage is going to make your machines a bit slower. So I'd recommend 8 GB RAM and above. But if you don't have it, it doesn't mean that you can't practice this lab. You just have to reduce the RAM so that you can have the machines working effectively. Right now, I have the Kali Linux and we have our target or our attack box, which is the Basic Pentest machine. I can just rename it Pentest. Okay. Don't know if it will accept that name. Yeah, we have the Basic Pentest machine. So the next machine that I'm going to install is the Windows 10 machine. We'll be using the Windows 10 machine to practice our Windows 10 attacks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select new so that I can create a new machine. Then I'm going to write Windows 10. Okay. Then I'll go to the ISO image. So I'll select this drop down here. Then I'm going to say others. Then I'll go to my desktop. Then we have this folder called lab. Then I have my Windows 10 ISO file that I downloaded. So make sure to download it from the Microsoft website. Then I'm going to say open. And then what I'll do, I'm going to uncheck this box. What this option does, it usually install it with a already username and a password. And for me, I just want to be the one to configure the username and password. So I'm going to uncheck that option. The other thing that you're going to do, I'll come down here. You can see we have the setup and intended guest OS installation. We'll just keep that. So I'll jump to the specify virtual hardware where we have the RAM. So as I mentioned earlier, I have 16 GB of RAM, so I can give it 8 GB. But for you, you can work with what you have. So for the processors, I'm going to go with 3 processors. And then for the specific hard disk, I can just go with the default 50 GB. It doesn't mean that it's going to take 50 GB of your storage. It's just going to create a file that is going to increase in size as you use the Windows machine, and then it will not go beyond 50 GB capacity. But when you create it, it's going to be somewhere around, let's say, 8 to 10 GB. Then as you use the machine, let's say you're installing programs, it's going to increase in size, but it's not going to exceed 50 GB of RAM. Okay. Then I'm going to say finish, and you can see we have our Windows 10 machine here. So what I'll do, I'll come to settings, then I'm going to go to network, then I'll make sure that it's inside the NAT network. Then we confirm that it's inside the Pentest Lab network. Then I'm going to say okay. Okay, before I start any machine, I forgot to install the Oracle VirtualBox extension. So I'm going to double click on that. And then you can see it's asking me to upgrade. So I'm going to upgrade. I already installed an older version. So since I downloaded the latest version of Oracle VirtualBox, I'm going to upgrade that extension pack. And I'll scroll down and accept the license agreements. Then when it's done, I think now we can start our Kali Linux machine. And with that, you can see we have our Kali Linux machine up and running. So basically, there are some things that I usually do when I import a new Kali Linux machine. The first thing, I usually make sure I update the system and upgrade in case there are any new updates or any new programs that need to be updated. To do an update, we usually use sudo apt update, but I'm going to do that off camera, then -y to accept the terms and agreement. So to do a full upgrade, we use the sudo apt full upgrade command, and it's going to upgrade all your programs to their latest version. So I'll do that off camera so that this video is not that long. So the other thing that I'm going to do, I'll just shut off this machine. I'm going to test if my basic Pentest program is running. So I'm going to start it. And also I'll be installing Windows. For those who don't know how to set up the Windows operating system on your virtual machine, I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so you can see we already have our basic Pentest program running, and we'll come back to that later. I just wanted to confirm that it's working properly before we move any further. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to install the Windows operating system. So I've already shown you how to set up everything. So I'm going to click start. So after booting up, we'll be presented by the Windows setup screen. And then when it asks for a product key, I'm just going to say I don't have a product key. And then for the operating system that we want, I would recommend for you to select Windows 10 Pro, because for it, it has more features that we might need, especially if you're going to build an Active Directory. For the Active Directory, you can go with the Windows 10 Pro, or you can go with the Windows Enterprise version. But for our lab setup, just go with Windows 10 Pro. I think it works best with what we are planning to do. So I'm going to select next, and then I'm going to accept license terms. Then for here, I'm going to select the custom Windows install. I'm going to select this unallocated space. So here is where I want to install my operating system. So I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to say next. And with that, it's going to start the installation process. So this one might take a while depending on your machine. So we'll wait for it to finish, and then I'll come back when it's done. So as you can see, my Windows installation is down. Now I have my Windows machine up and running. And you can also see I have my Kali Linux machine that we installed earlier, or we set up earlier. And we also have the basic Pentest machine, which is an Ubuntu machine. We have the operating systems that we need for this particular course, but we are going to add more, like the Windows Server. I might even add the Metasploitable too. In case you want me to do that, make sure to drop the suggestion on the comment, or if there is any other machine that you'd like me to add, make sure to write it down on the comment, and I'll be able to add it here. So what I want to do, especially with the Windows machine, as you can see, we have a very small screen. So what I want to do, I want to add it's called the VBox guest additions, which will enable me to have a full screen. And it will also give me the feature to be able to copy and paste, because right now, even if I set my settings to copy and paste, if I come here, then I go to features, even if I enable the copy and paste, it will not work, because I need some specific drivers that can only be found on this particular program here. So what I'll do, I'm going to come to devices, then optional drives, then I'm going to maybe unmount that one, which is our Windows installer ISO. Then I'm going to say choose a disk file. Then I'm going to select the VBox guest additions. Okay, so I'm going to open the file explorer. Then I'll go to this PC. Then down here, you can see we have the guest additions. So I'm going to run this one here. Going to run it as an administrator. So I'm going to click next, next, install, and I'll give it time to install. So it's going to fix the screen issue, and will also enable me to copy and paste commands back and forth. And as you can see, right now we have a full screen of the Windows operating system. Now we don't have that small window. And I think that's it for this lab setup. In the next video, we are going to cover Reconnaissance, which is a very important step when it comes to penetration testing. And also, I'm going to show the other steps. There are usually 5 steps. And this course, we are going to tackle each step. But the first step is to have a lab whereby you can practice your skills. And right now, I think we have the machines that we need for now. Later, we are going to add more. If you found this video useful, make sure to give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.